Hey everybody, Canadian Trapper here. Well, it's December here in New Brunswick, and we just wrapped up our very first muzzleloader season. The province finally added a week on the end of regular deer season and gave us the ability to get out with muzzleloaders and try to get some of those later season deer. And we did just that. A little backstory to this video. Back in September, I was putting up a tree stand, getting ready for bow season. When I got the tree stand up, I was up there getting ready to buckle it in. Thing went sideways, I went down. Yep, I busted my ankle. That kind of put a stop, or I figured to put a stop to my hunting season. I did manage to get out hunting moose. I was drawn this year for a zone up north. Me and the boys went up, and we managed to bag a nice 4-point bull. But besides that, when I got back from moose season, it began deer season, and we had bow season. I couldn't get out of the house. I was on crutches, and there was no way I was getting out. Got into gun season, same thing. Unable to get out, set of crutches, broken ankle, just could not move. Well, it started getting closer towards the end of gun season and was getting into that muzzleloader season. And I have a very good friend of mine, coworker, fellow firefighter, sent me a message and asked me, he said, were you able to get out hunting yet? And of course, I wasn't able to get out hunting. In my current condition, I was basically at a really good limp at this point. So anyway, he said, look, he said, go get your muzzleloader license. I bought a muzzleloader. Let's get out and see if we can't get you a deer. He's got a couple great spots going. He had already bagged out on his deer. So he was generous enough to take me out and come with me. So it was very nice of him to do that. He knows how much I like to hunt deer. And under the circumstances, knowing I couldn't get out, man, I was so happy when he messaged me. Anyway, I couldn't refuse the offer. So I went up on Tuesday, and here's how it went. Well, it's Friday morning. Just getting up, getting ready, having a coffee here. Going to head out to Brad soon. He's been watching this doe and this fawn. You guys notice we've been having this fawn hanging around one of these stands. And it had a doe with it for quite a while, and then the doe finally disappeared. Brad had a couple bucks on that camera too, and he figures that that doe's locked up with a buck. Lo and behold, this morning, he started getting pictures of the doe and the fawn back together. So we're kind of hoping that the buck's going to be out and roaming. But anyway, we've been seeing some deer. We saw a few small deer. We saw a small 8-point last night. We put some time in the stand. It was pretty cold. Snow was blowing up in there and it was wet. A little 8-point walked out probably about 10 minutes before the end of legal time. We both looked at one another, regardless of how cold it was and how miserable we had spent. We figured it was worth a pass. So we're going to go up this morning, and we're going to head in at light. We're hunting over a cut this morning. You can see the spot where we've been hunting. We had some snow and that little fawn's been hanging around. So we're going to go back there. We're going to go in. We're going to take our time getting into the stand. We want to be able to see everything. There could be deer standing anywhere in there. So let's go up to Brad's and see if we can't make it happen. All right, guys. Well, we just got into the stand, literally, and the big buck walked right out. When we came in this morning, we noticed he crossed the road. We did see some buck tracks. We literally got sitting in there like minutes, and out of the woods he came. So I took a shot. We're going back to the truck right now to regroup. We think he's down. We heard him crash down in the woods. We're hoping he's down. He was a nice buck.
Big buck.
Big one. So we're going to go up, reload the gun, and take a couple minutes, give him some time, and we'll take a look. And yeah, we got hair down here, a little bit of blood on the hair right there. So things are looking good here. We're going to take a walk and see if we can find them. All right, so we didn't come far. We got blood. We got blood. We have blood on the trees here, right down in there. Some right here. So we're thinking he came up this way. He's down right there. Let's go get our hands on him. Looks like a nice black boy. Oh my God, Brad. There's too many stories of these things getting up and running. Don't think it's pretty them, get up and run right now.
Cold outside, wind blowing again, but I don't mind 'cause I'm heading to my tree stand.
It's that nice 10 I had.
It's dark out here when you're all alone. Every little sound that you hear.
Man, this is a monster for me, buddy. And you put 4 of these in front of guys this year. Yourself, your son, your buddy John, and now me.
Yeah, well,
all I can say is thank you very much.
Congrats, man. He's a beautiful buck.
I've never had an opportunity to deer like this, ever.
Yeah, he's a beauty. I think he's going to go over 200. How many points we got on him here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's a 9.
9 point.
Solid 9. Looks like he broke this tine off probably at some point in time. But
You can see there's probably an extra point coming out of here. He broke the tip off.
Unreal.
So he probably would have been 11.
Cool, man, watching him come out of the woods. I know just when I seen him coming out, and just as plain as day,
Yeah.
walked out, and then it's funny when he turned and I went to pull the trigger, I had that safety on, and then you're like, wait, and then finally he come down into the right area.
Yeah.
I think I got a good shot placement right in the front shoulder.
Yes, sir. Well, it's first kill with that muzzleloader.
No, sorry, Brad, but thanks, Brad.
No, that's okay. You know, it's pretty cool that the province changed its regulations and gave us an extra week
Yep.
to get after some of these deer. And anyways, we got another one down, and looks like you're probably going to have a taxidermy, Bill.
Oh, definitely.
So,
Well, let's get a tag on him and start working at getting them out.
sounds good, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Congratulations again.
Thanks.
Oh, we got another big buck down. Beautiful 10 point. Beautiful deer. Got him this morning. My buddy Dwight made a perfect shot on him. Shot him right in the boiler room. Right there. Beautiful spot here this morning. Had this buck coming for a while. Anyways, he slipped up this morning. Beautiful muzzleloader buck. 10 pointer.
Well, there you have it. By far the best deer hunt I've ever been on, and the biggest deer I've ever shot. You know, it was a great week. We passed on some smaller bucks through the week. We had some excitement in the stand, and then finally Friday morning, that big guy walked out, and let me tell you, my heart was sure pounding when he came out of the woods. The only thing that made this better was I generally hunt alone, and it was really nice of my buddy Brad to get me on this deer. You know, he kept his stands going after he got his deer earlier in the season, and you know, that's a lot of hard work, and it paid off for me. So I really appreciate it, Brad. The gesture was great, and actually when I thanked him for taking me out, just another testimony to his sportsmanship, he said, if you can't share it with somebody, it's only work. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed the hunt. So thanks for watching.